Hello and welcome to today's Explainer. We are absolutely thrilled to have you with us. Today, we're taking a deep dive into professional dryer vent cleaning, covering everything from residential and commercial setups to preventative maintenance services. Here at Bright Air Duct Cleaning, we know that keeping a property genuinely safe and running efficiently means you've got to look way beyond the surface. So, we're going to break down exactly what we do and, more importantly, why we do it. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever wondered what is actually hiding inside your dryer vent right now? Seriously, think about it. Because these systems are usually tucked away behind walls, up in ceilings, or under the floorboards, it is so incredibly easy to just fall into an out-of-sight, out-of-mind mentality. But what goes unseen can actually pose a massive threat to your home or business. Every single time you run a load of laundry, highly flammable lint, dust, and debris are being pumped right into a confined space alongside extreme heat. Over time, that builds up into a hidden blockage that literally chokes your appliance and becomes a critical safety hazard for your entire property. To give you an idea of what we'll cover today, here is a quick look at our agenda. We've got a comprehensive menu of our expertise lined up to help protect your property. We'll start with number 1, the hidden fire hazard. Then 2, the full line cleaning journey. Number 3, tackling deep blockages. 4, commercial and shared systems. 5, performance testing and sanitizing. And finally, number 6, annual preventative maintenance. Let's start with section 1, the hidden fire hazard. We really need to set the stakes regarding what actually happens when a dryer vent system is neglected. This right here is the absolute core of why we do what we do. Dryer vent blockages are a severe, yet completely preventable fire hazard. Just imagine it. When thick, hot, moist air gets trapped by a wall of lint, the temperature inside that duct just skyrockets, and that lint, it is basically highly combustible tinder. You mix that intense, restricted heat inside a cramped, dusty metal tube, well, you've got the perfect recipe for a devastating fire. Our primary mission is to be your definitive fire hazard solution. We physically go in and completely remove that threat from your property, making absolutely sure that this dangerous combo of heat and tinder never gets the chance to ignite. Moving right along to section 2. The full line cleaning journey. Now we are going to physically follow the path of that exhaust from the inside of your property all the way to the outside. So, how do we actually eliminate that risk? We do it by following the exact systematic sequence of our standard residential service. Look, we aren't just wiping down the lint trap inside your machine. We are securing the entire airflow pathway. Step 1 targets the dryer to wall connector. Step 2 tackles the full vent line hiding away in your walls or attic. And step 3 secures the exterior termination hood where the air finally escapes outside. We literally leave no section untouched. So the crucial point is right here at step 1, the dryer to wall connector, or what we often call the transition hose. This is that flexible, kind of accordion-looking tube that bridges the gap from the back of your dryer to your laundry room wall. Because it sits directly behind a heavy, vibrating machine, it is incredibly easy for this piece to get crushed, kinked, or pinched. That makes it the very first choke point where lint gets trapped and starts backing up. We kick things off by thoroughly clearing this critical link so the air has a clear runway straight into the main ductwork. Once that transition is totally clear, we take on the full dryer vent line. This is a comprehensive sweep from the wall connection all the way to the exterior of the building. We use specialized professional-grade tools to actively push, agitate, and scrub the interior walls of that duct. It's like sweeping out a tunnel. We're making absolutely sure no trapped lint, dust, or pet hair is left lingering inside. This mechanically restores your primary exhaust tunnel to its maximum original diameter. And finally, we wrap up this spatial journey on the outside of your building. The exterior termination and hood cleaning is an absolutely vital, non-negotiable step. I mean, all that hot, moist air and residual lint has to go somewhere, right? If the exterior flap is jammed shut by debris or, honestly, sometimes even by a bird's nest, the whole system just fails, regardless of how spotless the inside is. We rigorously clean and inspect this exterior hood so that hot air can finally safely escape into the atmosphere. Which brings us to section 3, tackling deep blockages. Let's talk about our specialized interventions for systems that have been severely neglected. So what happens when a standard cleaning just isn't going to cut it? When a vent goes uncleaned for years and years, the lint doesn't just sit there all loose and fluffy. It literally bakes. The constant cycle of heat and moisture turns that lint into a dense, compacted, brick-like mass. It is tough stuff. Our deep blockage removal service is engineered specifically for these severe cases. We use high-powered extraction methods to physically break apart and pull out those stubborn obstructions. It's a heavy-duty intervention designed to rescue a duct system that is entirely choked off, which ultimately saves you from the massive headache of having to rip out and replace all that expensive ductwork. Let's shift gears to Section 4, Commercial and Shared Systems. Now we're moving the discussion from standard residential homes to the complex world of high-capacity environments. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it highlights the massive, unique challenges we solve for property managers and commercial facility operators. These systems endure relentless day-in and day-out use. So, our targeted commercial services include multifamily and commercial shared vent cleaning, high-use dryer cabinet delinting, and, crucially, booster fan cleaning. Let's look a little closer at what these specific services entail. First up, we have dryer cabinet delinting. In high-use commercial environments, think hotel laundry rooms or busy laundromats, lint actually bypasses the standard filter at a much higher rate. It accumulates incredibly fast inside the actual chassis, or the cabinet, of the dryer itself. This effectively surrounds the internal motor and heating element with highly combustible material. For commercial units, our internal cabinet delinting is an absolute necessity. It stops catastrophic overheating and appliance failure right at the source. Next, let's talk about booster fans. In a lot of multifamily shared systems or large commercial buildings, the vent lines are exceptionally long, sometimes running dozens of feet just to reach the roof or an outside wall. To push heavy, damp air that far, these systems rely on supplementary booster fans hitting right inside the ductwork. If these fans get caked in lint, their motors burn out, and boom, the entire shared exhaust system backs up. So our booster fan cleaning service is completely non-negotiable for maintaining these supplementary airflow systems and preventing total breakdown. Up next is Section 5, Performance Testing and Sanitizing. Let's talk about the proof of our work and the advanced finishing touches we offer. Once we've done all the heavy lifting, how do we actually know the job was done right? Well, we don't just eyeball it, we rely on hard data. We run airflow performance testing both before and after our service, measuring the air velocity right at the exterior hood. The before state? It usually reveals dangerously restricted airflow and trapped heat, but that after state proves maximum efficiency and verified safety. This testing is our way of guaranteeing that when we pack up our tools, your system is performing at its absolute peak capacity. Plus, your clothes will dry way faster, which definitely saves you money on your energy bills. Beyond just airflow, we also have to think about air quality. Because dryer exhaust is so incredibly humid, moisture residue frequently builds up along the inner walls of the duct over time. That damp, dark environment is basically a perfect breeding ground for mold and mildew. And that's exactly what causes those foul, musty odors to seep right back into your nice, clean laundry room. To combat this, we provide odor and moisture residue cleaning, along with an optional sanitizing treatment that leaves the entire system completely refreshed and neutralized. Finally, we arrive at Section 6, Annual Preventative Maintenance. This is probably the most important takeaway today for your long-term safety and efficiency. And this brilliantly illustrates why you shouldn't just wait for an emergency. True safety is proactive, not reactive. We strongly advocate for routine preventative maintenance cleaning on a strict annual cadence. Seriously, don't wait until your dryer takes 3 full cycles just to dry 1 load of towels, or worse, until you actually smell smoke. By partnering with us for a scheduled annual sweep, you are locking in long-term appliance efficiency, lower energy bills, and total peace of mind, knowing that the fire hazard has been completely and permanently managed. So as we start wrapping up today's explainer, you really need to ask yourself about your own home or business. Is your property long overdue for a professional dryer vent sweep? If you honestly can't remember the last time your ducts were thoroughly cleared out, the answer is almost certainly yes. That unseen hazard is slowly building up with every single load of laundry you do. Please don't leave your safety to chance. Take action today. You can reach out to us directly at Bright Air Duct Cleaning. We're located at 12610 Henderson Road, Suite 2A, right here in Tampa, Florida, 33625. Give us a call at 813-867-6337 to schedule your service. We are available Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us on this explainer. Before you throw in your next load of laundry, I want to leave you with this one thought. Knowing what might be hiding inside those walls right now, can you really afford to let your dryer vent go unchecked for another year?